All right. Welcome, everybody. We are live in season 5. Welcome to the FIF 5th season of interviewing the best and emerging hip hop artists, garden interests from homestead to commercial agriculture, and bourbon whiskey distillers. My name is Joe Skibby, and this is Beats, Beds, and Browns. Our stated goal to extend our interviews across the globe was successful in season 4. Now we launch our second of 2 seasons, spring and fall, to interview people everywhere they are. Dope rhymes, harvest times, and whiskey neat, sipping slow while the bass hits the beat. Grain to glass, we craft it right, smooth on the tongue with a fiery bite. Raise a toast, let the bottle unwind, stories told as we blur the lines. Join us throughout season 5 as we cut it up with GMB Fame, an emerging rapper known for his gritty lyrics and captivating storytelling. Al Hewlett, the creative force behind Hewlett Homestead. I Am God, hailing from Chicago, rap artist known for his sharp lyricism and unfiltered approach to storytelling. Renard Lewis, founder of Renard Whiskey, a visionary entrepreneur, blending his passion for fine spirits with a deep understanding of craftsmanship. V8 Vast Change, rising rap artist known for his introspective lyrics and thought-provoking messages. Clint Brower of Greenfield Robotics, a forward-thinking entrepreneur revolutionizing agriculture through technology. And Harvey Williams, CEO of Delta Dirt Distillery, a visionary entrepreneur blending his agricultural roots with a passion for distilling. Stay tuned to @BeatsBedsBrowns for additional episode announcement. And let's not forget our mission to distribute 100,000 heirloom seed kits over the next 10 years. We want to introduce people to growing their own food and realizing how easy it is to get started. Whether you've got acres or just a balcony, you can start growing your own food. To date, we've given out over 5 figures in seed kits across the country. Tap into our social media channels at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube @BeatsBedsBrowns. Make sure you subscribe on your social media of choice to get notified of our content releases. And please participate in the comments section throughout our content. We want to hear from you. Welcome to those of you joining us after the live taping. We see you. And now, tonight we have the honor of sitting down with one of the freshest voices in hip-hop, GMB Fame. From his hard-hitting lyrics to his magnetic stage presence, GMB Fame has been making waves in the underground scene and beyond. Known for blending raw emotion with razor-sharp storytelling, he's here to talk about his journey, influences, and what's next on his path to stardom. With authenticity at the core of his music, GMB Fame is bringing a unique perspective to the game, and we can't to dive into his world. Let's get into it. Fame, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How you feeling? Appreciate you having me on here, bro.
No, I appreciate your time. And we ask everybody, first question, where you been, where you at, and where you going?
Oh, man. Where I've been is in my own bubble, man. You know what I mean? That's why I get my creative genius going as well as work on some other endeavors, man, as well as, focus on being a father and a better person in general. Stop it. Sorry about that, bro.
No worries. That's not the kids back there, is it?
Even my 4-legged kids, man.
Yeah, there you go. Great friends, right?
So, you said where I've been, where I'm going, and what else?
Where you been, where you at, and where you going?
Well, okay, so I told you where I've been. So where I'm at right now is where I'm at right now, man, is I'm in a comfortable place. You know what I mean? It's been a lot of ups and downs, especially this year. This year been challenging. A lot of losses, financially, as well as taking death losses. You know what I mean? So it's definitely been trying. You know what I mean? And where I'm going, man, is the top. I mean, as plain as and bold as I could be, to the top, bro.
I like it. So, your music is deeply personal and full of raw emotions. What inspires you the most when you're writing?
My life, my life and everything that I've been through, along with my daughter. As I always tell everybody, she's a big motivation for me. You know what I mean? I tell everybody, as well as I tell my daughter, she changed me. You know what I mean? She saved my life. I was in a bad spiraling position, and having her, change me for the better. I just stopped doing a lot of things that I was doing, and it took a turn, gave me a full 180 turn, cold turkey from what I wasn't supposed to be doing.
Fair enough. And your music often touches on those real life struggles and challenges. Do you use those to write your rhymes, or do you allude to them vaguely, or do you write directly on
Absolutely, absolutely. Life is what got my music started. I always love music. Music has always been a first love to me. So that's always been my outlet. That's been my diary, so to speak. You know what I mean? So I do what I can, when I can, so it's always something going. It's always a million things I can write about that I've been through. So that's what I utilize. I utilize life.
And how do you write? Are you hear a beat and put words to it? Do you write rhymes and then look for production to put beats to it, or what does your creative process look like?
Um, I would have to say it's a little bit of both. If I hear a beat, I gotta do it. You know what I mean? But I also want to make sure that the topic of discussion matches the beat, my flow, my delivery, everything matches. Everything has to coexist together. It has to be blended to perfection, pretty much.
And you bounce between different styles of music and different types too, right? How do you
Absolutely.
determine which rhyme goes with which beat and whatnot?
A lot of times if I hear a beat first, then I make the determining factor based off of that. But if I have something that's in my head, I click with a few guys, like I'll put it down, jot it down, and then that's when I'm like, okay, I got to go touch in with a few people. Hey, I need a beat for this. This is how I'm coming. This is what I feel. A lot of times, I jot it down, then I rap it back to myself, and I'm like, okay, I need this type of beat. I need something um, that's more soulful, or I might need something that's more gritty. You know what I mean? So that's how I do it.
Nice. Are you more of a studio guy? Are you a pen and a pad guy? Or you like being on stage?
Uh, I'm a pen and pad man. I'm a pen and pad, definitely a pen and pad. I like to what I really like to do is I like to get my records done at home. So it's like if I go without getting everything mixed down, if I do my records at home, make sure my delivery is right, how I want to do it, how I want to say it, I make sure everything is hidden. Then I go to the studio probably within like an hour. I can do like 2 or 3 records, not including the mixing. You know what I mean? Just raw, just the raw version.
Nice. What was the turning point when you knew you wanted to pursue hip hop as a profession?
Uh, I think I think the turning point is when I actually found my sound. So my voice being a deeper voice, I had a lot of artists who was like, man, uh, I can't mix your voice. Your voice is too deep. I can't, it's messing up the sound and this, that, and third, just selling me a bunch of BS. But then I went to Envion. Shout out to Envion on the mix. I went to Envion, man, and I did a new beginning, which is one of my hardest hitting records. I did a new beginning, and even with my voice, the grimy, the grit, the growl that's in my voice, they mixed it to perfection, and it was like, yeah, this is it right here.
And that was back in 2020.
No, you know what? Uh, man, I did. Yeah, you know what? I did a new beginning probably about 2020. Yeah, 2020, 2019.
Nice. How has your sound evolved in the last 4 years?
Amazingly, actually, I have records where I could put them on the pop charts. I have like some R&B hip hop, that can, become like more of a seductive playlist kind of thing. So I feel like my sound and my diversification is what really makes me unique. So my sound since 2020 has definitely evolved big time, major.
Nice. The name GMB Fame carries weight. What's the story behind it, and how does it reflect who you are?
Uh, GMB was uh, GMB was a group that me and my brother started. My brother GMB Dre, GMB Glizzy, that was our brother. He passed away 3 years ago. 3 years ago, September 10th. So it was a group that we got. It means Get Money Brothers, and that was just how we got that started. But the fame just came from me always wanting to be in the limelight. You know what I mean? Wanting that famous life, wanting the finances. So that's just how that went.
Nice. And your sound, you mentioned some of the producers having trouble mixing it. It's gravelly, it's grimy, it's everything you want to hear. Who are some artists, past or present, that have influenced your music, or maybe that you've modeled your sound after?
Oh man, I would have to first and foremost say Scarface, man. Scarface, big idol of mine, bro. It's like, man, like I know he's older now. A lot of people say that he stepped away, retired from the music. But if I ever get that opportunity to make a record with him, man, that'd be like my success of success. You know what I'm
You
saying?
saw
So
that Tiny Desk show, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I heard about
hey
that.
man,
50th
man.
anniversary, the old timers still representing.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's still, his bars are still harder than a lot of these guys. And then I also with Scarface, I would say Busta Rhymes, um, Rakim, Rick Ross, Big Daddy Kane, Nas.
I love it. They got that storytelling vibe throughout all those people,
Oh
and
yeah, definitely,
live
man, for sure,
performers too.
for sure. And as far as like anybody now, man, I would say the entire Griselda crew. Griselda is top notch. Coast Contra, Griselda, Coast Contra, Cole, Kendrick, um, Chance the Rapper. I definitely rock with him heavy. Uh,
Yeah,
man, I
across the
would
board.
say,
There's a few.
yeah, definitely. What's his name? Toby. He's a good one too, man. So it's definitely a lot of love with that. What's up, bro? Cool, man. Just got live. This one of my brothers right here. This GMB Dre.
What's up, Dre? How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. I got to get him on your show too, man. Definitely got to get him on there.
GMB crew, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, sharing with other members of your group, and knowing that the hip hop scene can be competitive and intense. What keeps you motivated, and how do you handle like the next and then setbacks or criticism?
The criticism, man, I welcome it. I welcome it a lot because it only makes me better at my craft. Uh, the rest of it, to be honest, man, I just know it's like it. It's like a lot of people. I really don't feel like a lot of people can really fuck with me too much as far as lyrics. As far as like how I'm coming on my music, I really don't feel like a lot of people can do what I do. I feel like a lot of times the the music scene has become too much of being gimmick based or ass kissing.
Sure.
So that's what makes it a tougher path right now. But I'm all for it.
So, knowing that hip hop celebrated its 50th birthday last year and continues to constantly evolve, how do you stay true to your style while blending that style in, with the different genres of music that you cover, with the different stories that you tell? How do you stay fresh in that?
By just being me, you know what I mean? Just being me, true to my craft. Just making sure that whatever I do based off of me. I don't do it based off of nobody else. No other artists. Like I say, it's a lot of artists that are motivation to me, but I don't do it based off any artist. I just do what I do and do what I know I can do. I stay in my lane pretty much.
Fair enough. And is there any trends that you're identifying that are coming up that's next, or that you're trying to get on, or it's just
Nah,
you're out there?
hell no, no trends.
Fair enough.
Hey, no trends, man. I gotta be me. I just gotta be me. You know what I mean? Like, um, I feel like if it's an artist that's on a trendy wave right now and we happen to collab, it's still gonna sound like me. You know what I mean? That artist is still gonna do what he does or what she does, and my music is still gonna sound like me. I'm going to adjust to make sure that I'm compatible with their record, but I'm never gonna change me.
I like it. How about a memorable or most memorable moment from your career?
Uh, actually, two and one. Actually, 2 and 1. Actually, I would say. I want to say like maybe 2 years ago. It had to be about 2 years. 2 years ago, I believe. It was a competition that we had. It was a showcase, and you had the opportunity to perform and win a slot win a slot to go to Arizona to perform. I went in, me and my crew came, we did our thing. I won first place. They paid for my flight, you know what I mean, for me to go to Arizona. And then I got to Arizona, man, and I performed in Tucson. That video is on YouTube. Also, my Tucson performance, man, and it was like Tucson showed me so much love. Shout out to Tucson, man. They showed me love like I was from there. I went solo. I didn't have nobody with me at the time. And they showed me love like I was from them. And I went up there and I did me. I was me.
Nice. It's a different vibe when the crowd is messing with you and you're feeling it. And
Absolutely. And especially when it's not in your hometown. Because a lot of people feel like, oh, you get all this love just because it's home field advantage. Nah, I went elsewhere and I still succeeded. I still soared to the top.
What do you attribute that to? We're at a lot of shows locally, and a lot of local emerging artists. They're fire, but the audience hasn't heard enough of their music or heard it enough times to have one of those kind of vibes where everybody's singing along word for word, bar for bar. How do you deal with that, knowing that it's mostly performance? Lyrics might be secondary. Some people may be hearing you for the first time.
Right. So, I mean, I still attribute that to me being original. You know what I mean? Like I can still speak and have a lot of people today relate to, what I rap about. But at the same time, I'm still remaining me. I'm still remaining true to myself and true to my craft. So, I just contribute that to me just becoming original, staying original, and just really focusing on what I do, staying in my own lane.
Yeah. You mentioned, staying in your own lane, being an original. And I know before the interview we were talking, and you're looking to start a not-for-profit. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I'm starting a non-for-profit. It's going to be called Mindful Men. And it's just something that's geared towards aiding and assisting our young Black teens with being able to cope and express their emotions freely and safely. We don't get a lot of platforms like that, and it's a lot of guys out here uh, that are in jail that may have had a bad day or had a rough week or a rough month, and somebody might have said something or did something that was harmless, but just them going through what they're going through, they spazzed out, made the wrong decisions, and it landed them where it landed them. So I want to be able to open that platform up freely, so we can lessen uh, our incarceration for our Black men that are going down the wrong path based off of emotions.
Right. It's a terrible time when the wrong moment in your life changes drastically, right?
Absolutely, indeed,
Someone mentor them in the community. That's really powerful stuff, man.
definitely, no question.
And I know I mentioned it, but honest truth, man. If you need any help, community gardens, growing stuff, teaching people.
Absolutely.
That's my piece. I find my peace in the garden when my hands dirty, man. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
everything we can do to share.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So looking ahead, I know you mentioned you're going to the top, right? What are your goals as an artist? How do you get there? Do you map that out, or do you just know you're on the path?
I do map it out. I'm actually working. I'm actually working with my other brother, Steve. He's a singer. He from Chicago, but he resides in Rancho Cucamonga currently. His artist name is Stevie Rocket. Y'all definitely got to check him out. A dope singer, man. Super dope singer. So we're mapping out, how we can build our fan base, how we can get more on these platforms, more inside and in tune with these different playlists, so that we can expand ourselves and more people can hear us and understand, that we are the next ones coming up.
I'm not trying to be ignorant, man, but Rancho Cucamonga, is that California?
Yeah, it is. You know what?
Okay.
It is crazy. It's crazy when he told me, man, because I only anybody that's a Friday fan, man, I only heard it on next Friday. So when he told me where he was staying, I'm like, bro, you bullshit. Like I started laughing, man. I'm like, nah, you bullshit, man. He's like, no, bro, it's a real place. I live here. Da, 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 da. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But yeah, bro live out there, man. He's been doing this thing, and he was doing security for a minute with Rihanna and ASAP Rocky for a minute. You know what I mean? He even got the opportunity to go with them to, I believe, Tokyo to do security.
Nice.
So he's doing this thing, but man, just like myself, man, like he's overdue to be heard. Like when I tell you, it's vocals, man. Vocals are unmatched, bro. Unmatched.
I mean, we can share. We know enough. it's not always the most talented lyricists that are getting the widest play. And
Absolutely.
the current environment, streaming, social media, it's an unparalleled equity between the industry promoted artists and the emerging artists or independent artists. How do you keep up with that? How do you make sure that your sounds do get heard?
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get our we're trying to reach out to these different heavy Spotify playlists, that have a huge listening daily, and we're trying to get in tune with their algorithm. So we're reaching out to quite a few people, man, and it's just gonna come in due time. I feel like next year is gonna be my time to it's gonna be our time to do what we're supposed to do, what we should have been doing.
It's like digital networking, right? You're seeing these stations that are having a lot of daily streams, and you try to get into them and their recommendations and playlists. And
Absolutely,
nice.
Absolutely.
All right, Fame. I don't know if you've seen a prior episode or not, but are you familiar with hard hitters and wig splitters? You getting ready?
No, I'm actually not. I didn't get a chance. I was actually watching once before, and then I ended up having to do something, man. But I didn't even get to that part.
Fair enough. All right. Well, this is this or that, yes or no, quick back and forth answer. I'm going to give you options, and you go ahead and answer them quickly. And
yes, sir.
Go ahead and introduce that. All right, we're here with GMB Fame for hard hitters and wig splitters. Jumping off, do we got beef or no beef?
Man, I put it in the neutral zone, man. I don't come out looking for the beef, but if it's that, then I'm gonna cook it.
I hear you. Cash or Queens?
Cash, man.
Yeah, don't worry. We can delete this later.
Oh no. It's good. Cash for sure.
All right. Big black truck or 6'4"?
Oh, truck. I'm a big dog, man. I'm 6'4". I gotta get a truck. 6'4" ain't gonna do nothing for me, man.
I'm not fitting in no hybrid, man.
Man, facts. No Prius gang over here, man.
Edibles or flour?
Flour for sure.
Kendrick or Drake? Kendrick. All right. Bears or Colts? I'm a Midwest guy.
Bears, man. Bears.
Ooh, this one's tough this year. Cubs or Sox?
Cubs, man. I always been a Cubby, man. Me and my brother Adam, man, we argue about that all the time, man. Like, he's a hater because I'm a Cubby and he is sorry Sox fan, man.
Oh man, a historically bad Sox fan. This season's gonna be rough. I don't know if anybody's gonna go Sox. All right, this is a divides households in Chicago. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, hell no. It's a hot dog. A sandwich, man, is between two breads, man.
Meat between bread.
Exactly.
All right, how about ketchup or no ketchup?
No ketchup.
No ketchup.
No,
hot
sir.
Or mild?
I'll go hot.
Hot? All right. Jordan or LeBron?
Jordan, for sure.
Marvel or DC?
My brother's in there laughing now, man. He a Lebanon fan, man. That's what I call him, man. Lebanon, man.
There you go. Marvel or DC?
Whoo. Man, Marvel been more consistent. We don't get much on the DC, man, but Marvel been more consistent. I'm a big Marvel fan for sure.
The Marvel movie house is definitely making money, man.
Yes, sir.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
All right. You made it. You made it through the gauntlet. Nice job.
Yes, sir.
All right, Fame. We're rounding third here on the show. What do you have in the pipeline for performances or new releases?
I actually got a record that I got with my homeboy Devo Luciano, man. It's called Big Dog. It's a party record. It's a club record. You can hear it. It could be played in a parties. It could be played in the car when you're trying to get turned up, going to a party. It could be played in the strip clubs, to get them to do their thing, so you could throw that thing. You know what I mean? So, me and him, we mapping out what we need right now. At this point, right now, we're working on a video. working on a video for it now. It's definitely gonna be an epic video, epic record in general. It's getting a solid mix down by my boy Big Mook, the Godfather. Shout out Mook, man. It's gonna be something that's gonna be a smash. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's coming.
All right. What about gardening? Or you a grower of any sort? You mess with the seed?
You know what, man? I've never really gotten to that point. You know, I really, as I started getting older, you know, I really started really having a feel for nature. But gardening has never been a thing of mine. You know what I mean? Like I didn't grew a couple weed plants in my lifestyle, but yeah, that's about the best garden you'll get from me, man.
Fair enough. Yeah, just like Jack and the Beanside, man. You put the seed in the
Oh
ground,
yeah,
stuff pops out. It's incredible.
for sure. Yes, sir.
What
Absolutely.
we're trying to do, we're trying to get 100,000 people in the next 10 years to, get seed kits, start growing their own food, and make sure that our viewers watching are registering for your free seed kit at beatsbedsbrowns.com. What
Yes,
about
sir.
what about drink? You a drinker? You get into
Oh
bourbon?
yes, sir. Indeed. Bourbon, whiskey, a nice scotch, man, cognac, a nice smooth brandy. Vodka, not so much. Vodka has done less and less for me as I've gotten older. Tequila, I'll still do, but yeah, definitely, man, for sure.
Fair enough. You got a favorite bourbon or whiskey?
Whiskey, I would say Jameson.
Nice Irish whiskey, very good.
And then I would say it's another one that I think it's a Macallan, man. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, Scotch.
Yeah, Macallan is, man. I gotta think exactly which one. I got a few in my bar in the house. So yeah, it's quite a few. You know what I mean? So yeah, I actually, you know what? As I got older, also I actually started getting more into the wines. You know, the wines are pretty decent. So
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We're, as we get older, we're drinking less and less, so we're more
oh
selective.
yeah,
But,
absolutely, indeed,
take it all down.
definitely, no question.
Absolutely. Well, anything in closing that you have? Now's the time. We're going to pull you out into the green room again, close the show, and then I want to cut it up with you for a couple minutes as we close out.
Okay, cool. No, you know what? In closing, man, I just want everybody to be on the lookout, man. I want everybody to be on the lookout. Next year, y'all gonna hear more and more of me, see more and more of me. It's my time, man. I sat back. I let all the gimmicks die down. You know, a lot of the what they call a melodic rap, a lot of that's dying down. A lot of the auto tune is dying down. So everybody getting tired of it. The gimmicks only gonna last for so long, but real rap is always gonna be around. So I mean, I want everybody to just keep their eyes and ears glued to the team, man, and we're gonna give y'all what y'all need and what y'all been looking for. But on that note, also, man, I want to let everybody know, keep y'all head up. No matter what y'all journey is, no matter where y'all trying to go, what y'all trying to do, always keep positive, man. I always tell my daughter to start her day off with prayer, production, and positivity. So just keep y'all head up. Always understand it. Don't matter how hard the goal is, God only gives his strongest battles to his toughest soldiers.
Be positive, never quit, keeping it live in 25 GMB Fame. Thank you for your time this afternoon. Thanks for sharing your struggles and your journey. We look forward to staying tapped in throughout the coming year and seeing you guys grow.
Yes, sir. Likewise. I appreciate it again, man.
All right. Thanks, man. I'm going to pull you out and close out, and then we'll cut it up. All right. Season 5, interview 1 in the books. Beats, Beds, and Browns, an ag advocacy brand focusing on educating people on how to eat healthy, sustainably, inexpensively. Start your gardening journey today and grab your free seed kit at beatsbedsbrowns.com. You can listen to our thoughts via our video podcast on YouTube and or your streaming venue of choice. That includes Spotify, iHeartRadio, iPodcast. Follow our progress on your social media of choice via the hashtag 100K in 10 years. Again, affirming our mission to distribute 100,000 seed kits in the next 10 years, or directly via @BeatsBedsBrowns. I'm Joe Skibby, closing out Season 5, Episode 1. Happy planting.